Alright, welcome back everybody to another product review. We'll be looking at another classic product today, not a pomade, but Vitalis Hair Tonic, which is, as you should know by now, one of the more popular hair products back then, made to be an alternative to a lot of the greasy products back then, that aims to give the same well-groomed, pretty slick look, but without the overly greasy shine and just an appropriate one that looks rather healthy. That's what it's really designed for, to give rather conservative and neat look without looking too plastered or too greasy. And right now my hair is completely degreased and bone dry. I just blow dried it and came out of the shower like about half an hour ago, so you get to see my hair, which is kind of a mess, and it's in its natural rather fluffy state right now. So let's get on to the rest of the review. So right now the label is slightly worn off because of the tape from the packaging when it was shipped. They got it on eBay because you can't get this anywhere in Europe. And I got a request to actually review this probably about a year ago, so that's quite a long time, and this is a really late response anyway. But I know Vitalis is not exactly like the best product out there. It's just okay, in my opinion. It's not gonna work wonders whatsoever anyway. It's factory made, it's cheap, it's alcohol based, so it's not gonna be the best tonic ever, but it's okay, it does the job. And clearly it's a yellowish liquid right here, a pale yellow liquid. It's mainly alcohol based, so it's really great for degreasing. I even use it for degreasing from time to time. And the scent on it is a rather sweet, very, very alcoholic kind of scent, I don't know, but yeah, ethanol. So the thing about using alcohol-based tonics like this, if you rub it into your hands, it's like hand sanitizer, it'll just kind of absorb into your hands a little bit because it's mainly alcohol. So what I like to do is that I like to apply a few drops onto my hands, not too much, and then I would not rub it through my hands straight away, but just apply it like this, so that as much product gets absorbed into my hair and not into my hands, and or else it'll be kind of like a waste of the product. And I would do this until I get an appropriate amount of product into my hair. And in between applications, I would just comb it in so it's evenly distributed. And as you can tell, it's got quite some shine to it, but as advertised, not a crazy shine whatsoever. I need to apply more from my sides and back. So right off the bat, applying this, you would notice the scent is indeed strong as hell. It's pretty much all over the bathroom right now, and you would still smell it as throughout the day. And another thing I need to clear out, because this is alcohol based, it's very, very easily water soluble. So I always apply this to damp hair and not, I apply it to dry hair and not damp hair, because if it's damp, it would have like a much more likely chance to dissolve with the remaining water in your hair. So I always apply it when it's completely dry, and that way it works best. So Vitalis is advertised in order to keep your hair from being dry, especially in summer weather, but this is rather contradictory since it's alcohol based. And as you know, alcohol kind of dries out your hair. So if you use too much of this, you might find your hair being a little dry, but anyway, it's a cheap alcohol based hair tonic, so you shouldn't expect too much of a very healthy feeling out of it. It's not like it's a hair oil or like a homebrewed hair tonic, which is oil based, which is why I really use alcohol based tonics like this a lot. And it feels almost natural when combing your hair. So it's designed to actually soften your hair somewhat so that it makes for much easier grooming and better control of your hair. But as far as I can notice with this, there's hardly any improvement in control with Vitalis hair tonic unless I put a ridiculous amount of it. The grooming agent that's put into Vitalis was nicknamed V7, and It is actually propylene glycol 40 or PPG 40. That's the mysterious V7 ingredient in Vitalis designed to, which is, it was the big deal back in the day in the ads when people would actually, those ad guys, they advertised that Vitalis V7 to be not a vegetable oil, I don't exactly remember, not an animal fat, not a vegetable oil or something. It's not an oil, it's not a mineral oil, but it's designed to actually style your hair into a neat fashion without gumming up or being super greasy. And this is the main working ingredient in Vitalis. Actually, it's the second. It's the second ingredient in there, so it's somewhat dominant, but alcohol is clearly the main ingredient over here. So actually, if you do comb it a little more, you would notice a very, very slight notch control compared to just without any product. So this gives you, it does the job. Yes, it actually improves the control while styling your hair, but only by a tiny bit. And clearly, this was never designed for hold. It would never said, even in the old ads, that it would actually hold up your hair. But it's designed to give you shine that is not super plastery and not super greasy or wet. And as you can see, it provides my hair with a slightly, not super wet, but just sort of like a healthy sheen. And as the day progresses, the sheen turns more into sort of like a natural kind of shine. Well, the natural type shine, just like a notch above my natural shine. So it's just a slight added shine into there with very slight control. And because it's a liquid and it's just putting alcohol in your hair, it's super, super light. The endurance in it, don't expect to hold up all day. Well, okay, I shouldn't be telling you this because you should know this by now unless you're a super noob. But this hair tonic, you should expect some strays, obviously, because it's just an alcohol-based tonic. So you might find stray hairs just like over here. And this is what the final result looks like in my hair. Under the dominant lighting of my bathroom. I use this as a lazy day product on Sundays where I don't exactly, when I'm off to do errands, for example, I'm not really in the mood to do my hair too much for just such a small task in a day where I mostly stay at home, or if I just need to keep, put something in my hair to just keep out of my face. But I don't really use this a lot because I have much better tonics as well. So my final verdict on Vitalis hair tonic. Well, it's just okay. It's not really a good product, but it's not bad either. But for something cheap, it does the job, but barely. I mean, it has an appropriate amount of shine and just barely the amount of control you need in order to keep your hair out of your face, but it won't keep it super slick. Well, obviously it's designed not to be super slick, but it's advertised back in the day to be the kind of product that'll not allow any stray hair to pop up into place and completely tame your hair even with cowlicks. That's what the ads used to say. But this is obviously not true. It's just a marketing scheme. As you can see, there are a few stray hairs if you can notice. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but there's definitely going to be some stray hairs, especially if you have coarser hair types like Asian hair, like mine, for example. But mine's not super duper coarse, but obviously I'm a little on the coarser side because I'm still Asian. But Vitalis hair tonic, it's mainly great for degreasing, I'd say. It just breaks down your product, oil-based pomades really well, and that's what I mainly like to use it for. And that's all I have to say for Vitalis. It's really not much to it. It's just a classic product. It's been around for quite a bit. I don't really see the big deal about Vitalis. I mean, yeah, I get it. Back in the day, with a lot of greasier products like Brill Cream around, and even Lucky Tiger hair tonic, its old formula had lanolin in it. They're trying to create the next big innovation in men's grooming. They're trying to create something that'll make your hair stay put and give you the look that was popular during the time, but completely 100% without oil. And they managed to do that, but this does the job, but it barely does it. But it's just it's not much else to say about it. So if you did enjoy this review and you got some insight out of it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and click on the bell icon to never miss a single upload of The Squinty Show, and I'll see you next time on The Squinty Show. Stay greasy, everybody.